You know, we all know that Avengers Doomsday is coming out December of next year, December 2026. But as many people have speculated, it's now official. Avengers Endgame, a movie that, by the way, only trails the original Avatar by like $130, $140 million in the overall all-time number one box office race, is going to be re-released in theaters. As reported here in Deadline, Avengers Endgame, it's official. It's getting re-released in theaters next year ahead of Avengers Doomsday. The second highest grossing movie ever, Marvel Studios' Avengers Endgame, is getting re-released on September 25th next year ahead of the release of the Russo brothers' Avengers Doomsday, which hits theaters on December 18th. So about 3 months, which is, I think, a perfect amount of distance between when Doomsday comes out and putting this one out as well. September, great time to drop it. I like that. Now, we all expected that this was going to happen. We all expected that they would do a re-release of Avengers Endgame. And, you know, somebody recently asked me if I think the re-release of Endgame will push it over Avatar, who the two movies are in this eternal game of leapfrog about who's taking the number one spot now. And if I thought this re-release would push it past Avengers, I didn't think so. Because, you know, I'm definitely going to go see it. I think watching the portal scene on the big screen with an audience again is going to be a fun time. I'm going to go see it. But to be honest with you, it's been out for a while. It's been a home video. You can jump on Disney Plus and watch it whenever you want. I expect it to make some money, but I don't expect to make like $140 million. Well, hold the phone. Because there's a new rumor that's going around. I love
rumors.
Yeah, you're pushing it, John.
There's a new rumor going around. And while you still got to file this one under rumor, it's got a lot going for it that makes it extremely believable. And that's this, that Avengers Endgame, when they do the re-release, the word is they're going to be adding a new post-credit scene that will lead directly into Doomsday. A new post-credit scene that will lean directly into Doomsday. And I find this, while we still have to qualify it as a rumor, I find it very believable for a couple of reasons. One, we know the Russo brothers like to go back and do this kind of thing, right? This has happened before. Two, we know that Marvel has shamelessly already kind of done this by adding extra content on the re-release of Avengers before. Remember they did a little re-release? Mm-hmm. And to pathetically and desperately try to get people to buy tickets, they said, oh, but we're adding new footage. And it was hardly anything, but still, they did it. And for the notion to me, Rob, that Marvel would do a re-release, we know that they're doing that the Russo brothers might want to go and add a little something that leads to their movie, that's totally consistent with stuff they've done before. And that Marvel would do that as a shameless way to get more people to run out to see the re-release. Also, check. Every one of those three main things are absolutely feasible. And quite frankly, I'd be surprised if any of those weren't being checked off. So while they're saying this, and it does have to be qualified as a rumor, I'm buying into this one. I'm actually fully buying into this one, which then leads us to the little game of speculation about what could this little post-credit scene be. I think it's going to be very short and simple. I think it's going to be this. It's going to be the funeral scene that ends Endgame, and the last people leave, and a figure comes walking over to the little tombstone. And it's Robert Downey Jr. as Victor Von Doom looking at the tombstone of his doppelganger. And I don't even think there's going to be any dialogue. I don't think it's going to be 2 minutes long. I think it's going to be like 30 seconds. But I think they're going to do it, and that will open the door directly into whatever they're planning to do. It would also suggest, Rob, that this version, this Doctor Doom, has been around laying the groundwork for his plan for several years before we get to the events of Doomsday, which I think adds more weight to Doomsday. Again, I'm speculating here, purely speculating. But anyway, Rob, couple things to cover here. Number one, that they are in fact doing the re-release. Number two, the rumors that they're going to add on an extra post-credit scene to lean into Doomsday. What do you think about those two factors? And what would you guess they might do in this extra new post-credit scene, if indeed there is one?
Well, if memory serves, there is no end credit scene in Endgame. as it currently exists.
You're absolutely right. It was just the signature autograph things
the
that
signatures.
they did. Yeah.
So to add what I love about this, if you think about it, if it's true, and you know what, I'm just going to believe it's true because I think, wouldn't it be cool if they did this? Yes, it would be cool. So let's just assume they're doing it, and I think they should. Because it's the multiverse saga, I love the fact that there's going to now be a multiverse version of Endgame that has whatever this end credit sequence is. I think it's going to be bigger than what you described. I think it's going to be something along the lines just like you said, they have a new story beat that they didn't have before, and they're going to milk it. They're going to give us something that's going to be really compelling, that's really interesting, something that we didn't expect or that we didn't know, that I bet they came up with while they were making Doomsday.
By the way, to give credibility to what you're suggesting, to your theory, look at the post-credit scene of Thunderbolts. That was pretty long. Like for a post-credit scene, that was
shot
long.
on the set of Doomsday.
Yep. And so that is what they've done. So you could be right about that.
Yeah, I think they've come up with something good. And I think it's something they probably couldn't fit into the movie. That it came, because they're very iterative when they're doing these films, and they're like, that's too good not to use. Because it could be anything, and if it's set, it might not even be set on our Earth. It could be set somewhere else.
Post-credit scene?
Yeah, it could be set anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's for sure going to give us backstory to Doctor Doom. Otherwise, why do it? You're setting up. And the thing is, there's been nothing. Doctor Doom is being conjured out of thin air, but they've got Spider-Man and they've got this. And Spider-Man comes out first. And in a way, they could tee up. They might have two post-credit scenes to add into the story, which they didn't have before, because Doomsday was going to come out before Spider-Man originally, and now they've changed it. So now they have two movies that could have post-credit scenes that feed in. So I'm excited. I think whatever they're going to do, it's going to be more Thunderbolts-esque, a long scene
rather than a short little one. That I think they're going to do.
Yeah, because
you could be right.
Because I think the short one was Fantastic Four. So you go from Fantastic Four, the next movie is Spider-Man, then a new version of Endgame.
You know what? I'm going to give a hot take on something. I don't think Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to have anything in its post-credit scenes related to Doomsday. I think it'll have a post-credit scene, but I think it'll have something more to do with the movie itself, the Spider-Man movie itself, than it will be doing anything with Doomsday. I don't, by the way, I'm not hearing that from anybody. That's just me as a fan speculating.
You don't think at the end, the post-credit scene, there's going to be him showing up looking like Tony Stark, and Spider-Man's going to say, Mr. Stark. And he says something. He says something like, no.
The upgrade. No, you know why? Because I'm starting to buy in that Tom Holland isn't going to be in Doomsday. And without Spider-Man being in Doomsday, I think he'll be in Secret Wars. But without Tom Holland being in Doomsday, having a post-credit scene with Doom seems kind of pointless at this point. Again, totally speculating. Could be completely wrong about all of that.
I think they have to have one. There's too much money that they spent on Doomsday.
I don't know. We'll see. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Aura. Guys, if you are anything like me, you swear every year you're going to be on top of your Christmas shopping, and then suddenly it's December 20th, the shelves are empty, and you're standing around in Target asking yourself, does my aunt even like candles? But this year, I am not doing that because of Aura Frames. It's completely saved me. See, I always struggled with what to get people in my life, but this year I'm going to give out a couple of Aura Frames, and it's hands down the most personal, meaningful gift that I can possibly give. And here's the best part. Aura lets you upload unlimited photos and videos. Plus, the frame comes in a premium gift box with no price tag, so it feels like a classy, well thought out gift, even if you bought it last minute. Guys, you can't gift wrap togetherness, but you can frame it. So for a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames named #1 by Wirecutter by using promo code CAMPEA at the checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code Campea. This deal is exclusive to our listeners, and frames sell out fast. So order yours now to get it in on time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning that we sent you at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? They are doing a Doomsday re-release, or a Avengers Endgame re-release in theater, something we all kind of suspected they would do, but now we have a date for it. And the rumor mill is at least suggesting they might be adding on an extra post-credit scene. And I often don't believe in the rumors we cover here with the rumor mill, but this one I buy into. Whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.